All right, we're at Presque Isle Lighthouse up in Presque Isle, Michigan, right on the harbor of Lake Huron. And we're going to do some snowshoeing today. Obviously, you can see we're not the first ones out here. There's my lady up ahead of us, going down to the water. Lots of trail around here, go along the coastline. They had about 20 inches of snow up here about a week ago. So if you've never been up, this is up in the northeast part of Michigan. And it's a beautiful area. We had to come probably 3/4 of the way up the state before we finally got any snow today, which was weird, or yesterday actually. Yesterday we went to Besser Park and hiked in there. It was a little rougher because it was all more for people that were either hiking or on their cross-country skis. So this is more open, a lot more nicer for people that want to actually do some snowshoeing. And it was amazing. Yesterday I was on a snowshoe. I had to take my snowshoe off, and we were standing on some snow, and I put my foot down, and it went about 1.5 feet down, all the way up to my knee. I'm like, oh my God, these snowshoes really do work. This is pretty cool. So I was really kind of excited to see how well these things just stay up on your feet. Now, we bought snowshoes from Iverson snowshoeing place. They make these for you. It's been a few years that we bought them, but they're not cheap. You can buy a lot cheaper ones, but they're handmade, and they really are flexible and not too hard to learn to just keep your feet apart, and not, when you're turning, don't step on the back of your shoe. But anyway, it was pretty cool. We went all the way up to Munising to get these when we first bought them. The company that makes them has moved, but there's only 2 or 3 companies in the world that make snowshoes for people like this, and they're one of them. So you can look them up, and I'm sure you'll find that you can find prices and stuff. It was interesting because mine were a little bigger, a little longer than my girlfriend's. Hers were shorter, a little narrower, based on her size and weight. So it's pretty cool that you knew you're going to have something that's going to keep you up on the top of the snow. And you can see here out on the water, it's pretty cool out there. All the ice still that's up here now, and the woods, plenty of woods up here, nothing but woods. It's pretty cool. You can hear I don't know if you can hear my snowshoes crunching in the snow. That's about all you'll hear up here. It's a beautiful place to come. And we're gonna spend probably a couple more hours up here today snowshoeing. Could be the last good one that we have this year, unless we see another snowstorm and I can take a day to come on up. I think we will. But already the beginning of March, so I don't know if we'll get another big one. So that the bigger the snow, the more fun the snowshoeing. So anyway, I'm gonna take this right on out to the water, and we'll take a little view around, and then that'll be it. So, as I said on my channel before, I only want to talk about things that I've done or experienced or know about. And coming up here, this is the third time now that we've been up here snowshoeing. It's about a 4-hour drive from Detroit, 3.5 hours to 4 hours, depending on how quick you drive. And it's worth it though. Summertime, hugely active area. Wintertime, snowmobilers, snowshoers, cross-country skiers. I don't know, doesn't seem like to be too many fishermen up here fishing out on the ice, but it's been warm and cold, so you never know. But as you can see, there's lots of water here, Lake Huron. Yeah. Oh yeah, all the ice castles over here. That's pretty cool stuff. You can actually walk into them if you like, and it's beautiful. But I'm going to end this, and if you like what you see here, got any questions, please put your questions in the comments. Like it, subscribe if you haven't already. Got to have a lot of things to talk about. I'm 68 years old, so had a lot of life behind me, and trying to put as much stuff ahead of me. So have a phenomenal day. Dan from Michigan here again.